I've turned down dozens of interview requests in the last month or two, but I decided to do this one. So
Okay.
I acted of my own free will. Nobody forced me. And you don't want to be a puppet or a drone. You want to be a self-controller. You want to have your decision-making, your controller on board. And in order to do that, you have to keep your decision-making to some degree private and secret. That's all free will is. It's the capacity to decide on your own information and desires and beliefs what you want to do and not be anybody's puppet. That's what free will is. It has nothing to do with physical determinism. Consciousness is the last really big, serious problem that we don't have a very good handle on. And a lot of people for millennia have wanted to make this into a mystery. They want to make consciousness sort of magic. But we have not come close to exhausting the science of consciousness as one more natural phenomenon, like birth and death and growth and self-repair, life itself, all the so-called magic of consciousness. It's more like stage magic. It's more like conjuring. These are tricks that have evolved to help us through life. And we are blessed, thanks to these evolutionary processes, with a wonderful control system. And that's what consciousness is. It's the control system that governs our lives.
Is there a test that we could make to see if there's qualia or not?
That's an interesting question. First of all, qualia is a philosopher's term of art. You might say it's a technical term, but it's just comical how much disagreement there is among philosophers about what qualia are. The whole notion of qualia is incoherent. So there doesn't have to be an experiment. The very idea of qualia is an embarrassment. It's a reproduction of a bad idea. It's putting an intrinsic property in a place where an intrinsic property would be of no use. It's just a bad idea. So does that mean there's no such thing as color? No, it just means that color isn't what you think it is. It's not qualia. Strong artificial intelligence, AGI, is possible in principle because, after all, we're material things. We're, as I like to say, robots made of robots, made of robots, made of robots, made of robots, with no extra magic. So, in principle, you could make a conscious artificial agent that was more intelligent than we are. Yes, you could. Artificial general intelligence worth trusting is not with us, and we need to view all of the products of the new AI as potentially very dangerous alien systems, which we will have a hard time controlling and a hard time trusting, and we shouldn't trust them. And we just better hope that we don't suffer you might say, a catastrophic skepticism in the face of this.
Yeah, a neural monomonist?
A neutral monist? No,
Yeah.
I'm a naturalist. I think philosophical isms are usually caricatures. There's a bit of truth to all of them. Rather than brand people with labels, I would rather ask them other questions. But if you want to ask me, I'll say yes and no.